asked you guys to ask me some questions, and then I changed my mind and said assume things about me. But I'm just gonna do both. I hope you don't mind the confusion. I asked these all over on my Instagram. If you don't follow it, it'll be on the screen. Gotta plug myself, haven't I? So, someone said, do you post some things for attention? No shade. Like, I love you, but I just wonder sometimes. I don't really know what I'd post for attention. That one's really made me laugh. Maybe that's like a guilty laugh. Maybe I do. Maybe I just want all the attention in the world. Wow, we live attention seekers. I don't know. If I'm ever sad, I feel like I can express it. So that's not me attention seeking. It's just me being like, yo, I'm freaking sad. Like, what's up? I guess that's probably the only thing that I could see it would be like that. But I'm just a very expressive person. And I like to say that I'm sad sometimes because everyone's human. I just spat. Gross, we love that for us. I'm dead. I'm not going to read that one out, but the answer's no. Oh, a lot of these questions are kind of about the same thing, so I'm just gonna blank this person's name out because I don't want any hate or anything. You used blank for clout. Don't hate me, it's just a rumor I heard. Gonna put these rumors to rest. Absolutely not. Why would I ever? When I did like this person, they literally didn't have anything at all, so rumor over. In school, you were the shy kid that had very few friends and had really bad anxiety. I don't really know how to explain my school life. Primary school was like okay for me. I did get bullied in primary school, but everyone was kind of friends with everyone in primary school. And then when it got to high school, I did have a lot of friends, but not really friends that I could trust, if that makes sense. I obviously had my best friends, and towards the end of it, I had my extremely good best friend who would never do me wrong. Like ever would ever do me wrong. But I guess everyone had that feeling of not being good enough in high school, and I did get my fair amount of bullying in high school, I will not lie. So I guess I just kind of like to keep my circle small and close, but I like to get on with everyone because I didn't want any drama. But I really wasn't shy, like, at all. I was far from shy. I wasn't a loudmouth, or I wasn't rude in class, or I wasn't disruptive. I was shy in that respect, that I don't want to get in trouble in class or anything like that, but I was such a people person and I love meeting new people, so I was probably far from shy. You're afraid of having relationships because of your kind of public life causing backlash if they end it. Not really. I kind of, no, like that's not correct. To be fair, my only reason for not having a relationship is that like no one likes me back anyways, and also I'm just so scared of getting into a relationship again. Like, I'm so scared of being hurt, and I'm so scared of trusting people. I literally don't trust anyone anymore. Like, when I say this, I mean it. Even new people I meet, I don't trust a single person apart from family, bar a few. But like, I don't trust anyone, and for someone new, especially a boy, to come into my life and promise me all these things all over again and me believe that and then me get hurt again, no, like, that's not happening. So even if someone did like me so much and they promised me the world, I probably wouldn't get in a relationship with them because I'm just too scared. You can be so harsh if people piss you off, like you're so nice but only to the ones that deserve it. This is a tricky one. As much as I'd like to be horrible to someone that has been horrible to me, it's just not within me. Like, it's just not possible for me to be horrible. Even the people that have done me so wrong, and I mean so wrong to the point that I can't even comprehend it, guys. I can't. But even to those people, I am still the nicest person I could possibly be, because I always think if they're ever in a frame of mind where they're really upset and they just need someone to be there for them, and they came to me because they know I'm that sort of person, I would be there for them, and I wouldn't ever turn around and be like, oh my gosh, no, like, you did me wrong, I'm not gonna be there for you. Imagine if they did something so stupid. What is the point in that? Just be there for someone, just be nice to them. There's no need to be horrible to people. If I can't forgive someone for being horrible to me, there's no reason for me to be horrible to them as well, because then I'm just as bad as them. I always believe in bad karma and good karma, and bad karma will come to those who have done bad. You don't need to be horrible to them. You don't need to say anything nasty to them or put anything online or do anything like that. They've done you wrong. You've cut them out your life. Can you stop screaming outside? I'm trying to have a real conversation and people are interrupting me. If someone's done me wrong, I will remember that and I won't ever forget it, but I will forgive them. And this doesn't mean that I will go back being best friends with them, doesn't mean that I'll get back with them or anything like that. I will stop being friends with that person, but if ever they needed me, I will always be there for them. And I'm saying this on camera to anyone who has done me wrong, so if you've done me wrong, hi, how you doing? Nice to know you're watching my channel. If you ever need me, I am still here. That's never gonna go away. I think everyone who's ever fallen out with me will know that I am still there for them. Damn, that's a long one. on. When did you first get your period? I answered this the other day on my story, but I'm actually not too sure. I remember that it was the recent years of high school, so I think I was probably like 13, 14. It could have been even earlier than that. It could have been 12, but I don't think it was then. And I remember all of my friends were having their periods, and they used to nickname it Pineapple for some weird reason. And there was a girl in our friendship group that hadn't started her period yet, and we all went to a party. They were using basically the word pineapple for like a code word for period, and I didn't click on. Like, they told me thinking I'd started my period too, and I was just like, okay. This girl was just sat there like, what? And eventually I told her, because I was like, that's kind of like bullying. I'm really not feeling this. I was just like, yo, it's a code word for period. I don't really get it either. And she was like, oh, it's probably because I haven't started yet. And I was like, well, neither have I, so why do I know that? And she was like, oh, they probably think you've started. And I was like, should I have? Like, why are me and this girl so late starting our periods? And I literally went home really upset, because like my friends are making a joke out of someone that hadn't started their period, but then I hadn't either. And I was like, wow, I feel really bad for me and this girl. So I was literally sat at my desk praying for my period to come. Thinking back to it now, I wish it never did. Like, Mother Nature, please, do you have to do me over like that? But I literally sat on my desk and was like, please God, please give me a period. Like, please, I don't want to be bullied, please. 2 seconds later, I'm not even joking you, 2 seconds later, I came on my period. And I was like, I don't know what to do right now, because I don't have any preparation for this. I don't have anything I can use. I can't even tell my nan because I'm so scared. And I just walked into my nan's room and I was like, I've got something to tell you, nan. And she was expecting the worst. Like, she fully was expecting that I'd done some like dirty drug or something like that. And I just started crying, and I was like, I'm starting my period. And she started laughing at me, because she was like, this is so normal. She was like, why are you embarrassed to tell me? But like back then, I was so scared to tell my nan. I don't know, I kind of thought it was bad to start your period, but then at school it was like bad if you hadn't. But yeah, that's my period story. I hope you enjoyed my little story time. You feel that you're annoying and hold back things that you want to say in other people's vlogs. This one actually is kind of true. Like, my whole life I've kind of always battled with the fact, like, am I annoying people? But it's just because of like my childhood, I guess. And definitely through high school, I was always like the second best person, if that makes sense. All the way throughout high school, I was always told that, or felt like my opinion didn't matter at all, so I kind of just always kept it to myself. Whenever I'm around my friends that like I'm comfortable around off camera, or even sometimes on camera, it depends who, I am completely like such a loud mouth, and I always think that that's annoying sometimes, and that I say too much, and that I'm like really freaking annoying. So if someone that like probably I'm not so comfortable around on camera pulls out their camera, I just kind of like laugh, and I'm just like I kind of don't want to say something and be a loudmouth and then regret it when I'm watching it back. I got a little deep, but you asked, so you got. Nutella or peanut butter? Considering that I have a jar that's basically empty, I'm gonna go with Nutella. I freaking hate peanut butter, not gonna lie. Somebody has assumed this about me, and they said you are a nice person and a genuine person who doesn't realize how much positivity you bring to a community. And that literally means the world to me. Thank you so much for that. I really do hope that that is a good assumption and that is a correct assumption. Obviously I can't speak for myself, but thank you so much. Again, you're bi. No. I don't understand where all of these rumors are coming from that I'm bi, but I can promise you I love the eggplant. Somebody has assumed that I don't have a type, and that is actually very true. I kind of just find people attractive, obviously depending on their looks, but it's not like anything certain. However, there are personality traits and like hobbies and things that I do find really attractive. You don't have to have these things, of course, but these are just like a few things I personally find attractive. I really like skating, and it sounds really stupid, but I just think when a boy skates, it's like so attractive. I think good bone structure is really nice as well, like physical attraction, that's really nice. You have to be funny, like you have to be able to make me laugh, otherwise it's just not going anywhere at all. Like, if you have dead chat, honey, deleting your messages. But no, like, I don't have a type appearance wise. I know I said good facial structure, but like they don't have to have that. That's just like what I find attractive on like celebrities and things, I guess. I'm dead. You've been sexually active with bare boys. Lol, Sosh, you said be honest. Don't hate me. I don't hate you. Like, I did say be honest, and that is just so funny to me. I am probably the least sexually active person you will ever meet in your life. If anyone was to ever call me like a slut or anything, I actually would laugh in their face, because I'm probably the furthest thing from that. That's so funny, but I'm glad you think that about me. I mean, to be fair, I'm not offended, because it means you think that guys are attracted to me. I wish that was true, but it's not. You prefer to be single To be fair, no, but yeah, that's a tricky one. The thing is with me is that I absolutely love, like absolutely adore loving someone. Like me putting all my efforts and energy into someone else is something that I love so much. I love when I'm in that frame of mind, and I absolutely adore me when I'm like giving someone else my love, if that makes sense. Me making someone else happy in that sort of way is like the best feeling in the world, and I think I'm just more of a loving person when I am in love with someone. And don't get me wrong, I absolutely love being loved. Just the feeling of being in love is so nice, like I can't even explain it. So I miss that a hell of a lot, and I miss having someone to like, you know, like cuddle if I'm feeling really sad or I'm feeling sick, and like having someone to look after me and all this. Me being single is so much better for me personally, like health wise, mentally, everything. When I'm in a relationship, I give my all to that person, and when I say my all, I mean I literally drain the life out of myself and give it to the person that I'm in love with. Any idea that I think would work for me, I will give it to that person, because I want them to benefit, and I want them to be happy, and I want them to prosper, and them to have a successful life. And if I don't have that in that moment in time, I don't care as long as they're having that and they're happy. So that's a really bad mindset that I have. Like I just want to see this person happy, but that's bad on me because I'm literally draining the motivation and life out of myself. But you kind of don't realize it when you're in that moment. When you're in that moment, you're just like, yeah, like I don't care, like I'm gonna do this for this person because I love them and blah blah. But it's really bad. Like it's so draining once you come out of that, and you just realize how much like self-love and just general love you've given away to someone, and it's just like, what was it for? I could have invested all of that into myself, and I could have been in a whole other place right now. I could love myself so much and be the most confident person ever, and I could have achieved amazing things and blah blah. But like I don't regret it at all, obviously, but I do prefer being single in the sense that all the love now goes to me, and I'm not losing any self-love that I once before was given to someone else, and I can now give it to you guys as well, which is incredible. I guess like you guys are my boyfriend. Also with being single, I can kind of do what I want, and I don't mean it means I can go and get with anyone I want to, because I didn't want to do that before anyway. Like I am probably the most loyal person you will ever meet, but it's like I can go places and hang out with people without worrying that someone else is worried about me being there, if that makes sense. I can have the friends I want, I can go to the places I want, I can do the things I want. And I know this makes relationships sound really bad and controlling and all this, but it's just so much easier. Imagine, right, I had a boyfriend right now. I probably would not be able to hang out with Byron half as much as I want to. I probably wouldn't be able to sleep in his room if we have a sleepover when I'm upset. I wouldn't be able to even be with him 24/7. Like boys just get so annoyed at that sort of stuff. Girls too, girls get annoyed at that sort of stuff as well. But I probably wouldn't have as much of a close relationship to Byron as I do now if I was in a relationship, because jealousy plays a massive part in relationships, sadly. I do have a very negative mindset on relationships though, so if you're in one or you want to get in one, you do you. Like this is just my personal opinion. Relationships can be so incredible. I just hate some of the things that come along with them, that's all. So to answer your question, I think yes, I do prefer to be single, but I would love to have someone there for me. Like I'd love to be talking to someone. I think I don't want a relationship, but talking to someone would be nice, because you kind of don't have all of the relationship stuff. Low-key too real, but have you had sex? Moving on. I am dead. You have actually kissed or done something with Byron sexually. I'm so dead. No, you're so way off with that. You and Anastasia haven't been friends for long. Actually, me and Anna have been friends for, I mean, we've known of each other since before Soccer 6 in 2016. And we've always kind of been friends since then, but we've never been extremely close. I definitely say the past year we've got extremely close. Ever since really September, October, I think. Even in the up and coming months recently, we've got even closer, like literal best friends. And I did class her as like a close friend before, but like now she's like my actual best friend. Like she's a literal definition of someone that I cannot have leaving my life. You wear your heart on your sleeve. Love you. I love you too. I personally think that I do, because I am such a pushover and I fall in love way too easily. And even though I always say that I don't trust people, I do fall for the trust of people, if that makes sense. If someone allowed me to open up to them and made me feel comfortable, then obviously I would, but then straight after I'd probably regret it, because as I said, don't trust anyone. So I guess that I am a pushover in that sense, because I wear my heart on my sleeve like that. I'm a very open book, I'm a very open person, so I guess yes, you are correct, but I kind of wish I wasn't. You're so skinny, you don't eat. Oh, do you know what? That really just made me laugh. I'm just gonna let you know that I actually eat so much food. It's ridiculous. I mean, look at my bed right now. That is just a freaking midnight snack. Like, I definitely eat this. I definitely do. To anyone worried, I do eat. I have a really good metabolism, and I guess that's why I don't put on weight a lot. It's something that I'm quite insecure about, that I can't put on weight. Wow, shocker. Someone can't put on weight and they're insecure about it. But like, that is a real thing, and saying that to someone is the equivalent to calling someone fat. I know I said make assumptions and be brutally honest, so I'm obviously not going to include this girl's name because I don't want anyone to send her hate. If you're watching, I don't want you to feel bad as well. That was just a joke. Yeah, I eat a lot and I can't put on weight, so go me. Your parents have split up. I don't know. You are correct. You want more tattoos? Definitely. Like, I want so many. You've had your ears pierced since you were like 2. Yes, I had my ear pierced at like 3 years old or something. Like, I was so young. How did you know that? You haven't had a boyfriend in a long time. Yeah, I think it's been like a year and a bit. Not that I'm counting. What's the most expensive thing you've ever bought? The most expensive thing I've ever bought is actually my camera. £500 is a lot of money for me. It was a huge investment that I actually really needed though, so I don't regret it at all. Why do you call yourself Haz and not Harriet? I always thought that Harriet was just a bit too posh for me. It sounded very Victorian, and like, obviously I'm not. And I'm far from posh as well, so like, it doesn't really match me. And also, when I was in primary school, I had a friend called Harry and he called himself Baz, and I was like, well, I'm not gonna call myself Baz, I'm gonna put a H in front of it instead and call myself Haz. So we were like 2 best of friends, and I've just kind of let it stick with me. If ever I meet people first, I always just tell them that like that's my name instead of saying Harriet. I literally never introduce myself as Harriet ever. Anyway guys, I think that is the end of the video. I think you have invaded my privacy enough. No, I'm joking. Thank you so much for sending all your amazing questions. You really did go deep this time, and that's how I like it. If you don't already, then follow my Instagram and you could be featured in one of these. Make sure you hit the subscribe button down below, and also hit a big thumbs up if you did enjoy this video. All my social media links will be in the description if you want to, you know, keep up to date with me and stuff. And that is the end of the video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I sounded like Jojo Siwa. Wow. Anyway guys, I will see you next time.